Assalamu alaikum student. Today we are going to start a chapter 3, second topic in that methods of issue of shares. Now earlier topic what we have studied the classification of share capital, how the share capital are divided into different parts. Just go through the review. As we know the company collected the share capital from the different types of sources, that is equity share, preference shares. The types of equity shares are issued under the very first company has the authorized capital, and the authorized capital is subdivided into issued capital as well as unissued capital. Issued capital is further divided into subscribed capital and unsubscribed capital. Subscribed capital, that means a person who purchases a share or the ready to purchase the share is called a subscribed capital, and the subscribed capital is further divided into paid called capital and uncalled capital. That means company how much demanded the share face value of shares and how much is pending amount. After the called up capital is further divided into two part, paid up capital as well as call in arrears. We have seen in this last chapter what is paid up capital. That means shareholders how much shareholders has paid the amount and how much is pending amount to paid remaining amount which has shareholder has to pay. So that is called call in arrears. So these are the process, these are the steps or the classification of share capital. The share capital is divided into these these parts, and how their company collected the capital. Now when shares are issued in the market, as I earlier told, the shares has a fixed face value. The face value is divided into further part, that is application money, allotment money, call money. I have explained earlier in the earlier video. So when the shares are issued in a market, so share has same fixed face value as well as it has some market value. Sometime company issues a share at par, at premium, or at discount. So what is par, premium, discount? See, and when this company issues, so there is a different methods methods of issue of share. So in this chapter we are in this video we are going to study methods of issue of share. Now there are four major methods of issuing the share. In that, very first is public offer. Number B, existing shareholders. That means we are giving a preference to existing shareholder. Number C, we are giving the shares to existing employees, as well as a private placement. That means institutions, those who have interest to purchase the share is called a private placement. So very first, public offer. Public offer, that means company are issuing share to the general public, that they are not knowing the persons to whom they are giving the share. Just in the market, company has issued the share and they are giving the prospectus as well as they will give the advertisement promotion, and the company requires the share capital. That's why the company issuing the shares in the market. So public offer. Now what is existing shareholder? The companies are offering shares to the existing shareholder who is already shareholder of the company. So that is called existing method of issuing the share to the existing shareholder. Now the third method is existing employee. What is existing employee? The person who is working in the company. So company offers to them, okay, they are interested to purchase the shares or not. So that is the third method, existing employees. Now the next is private placement. Private placement. What is private placement? Private placement is just institutions where they are giving the guarantee, and they are taking the guarantee that they will sold all shares to the general public. So this is called a private placement method. Now the different kinds or the issuing methods. See, in that we have public, right issues, and preferential right. So in that public, you can see there is two part, that is IPO and FPO. What is IPO and what is FPO? IPO is an initial public offer, as well as FPO is known as further public offer. So under public offer there are two parts, IPO as well as FPO. In that we have two methods, fixed price method as well as book building method. What is fixed price method? See, in a public price you can see the fresh issue. So under fresh issue, under this method, what is that? Company state in this prospectus the quantity and the price at which the shares are offered to the public. So the subscriber or the investors are asked to pay the certain proportion of the face value of share to the entire issue along with the application. That means how much amount has to paid by the investor as application money. So the company has to know the demand of a share after the subscriber period's end. Company can issue a share par at premium at a fixed price method under issue is called public issue, right issue as well as EOS. Just now we have studied company will issue a shares at par, premium or discount. So what is issue of share at par? It means shares are issued at par at price equal to its face value. When the face value of share is equal to the market value, it's called issue of share at par. An issue of share at premium. What it is mean? It means the shares are issued at a price higher than the face value. That means if the face value is 10, but if the market value is rupees 15 and shares are sold rupees at 15, so it's called issue of share at a premium. So next is issue at discount. If the shares sold at a less than face value is called a issue at discount. So what is mean by the issue of discount? If the face value is 10 and the shares are sold for rupees 8, so that is called issue of share at a discount. See in the above example, above market rate at premium is above than 100%. That means face value से ज़्यादा होना. Equal to market is called at par. Below the market is called at discount. So this is called the issue of share at par, premium and discount. So under the IPOF and public issue or the existing shareholder, we are following the method that issue of share is at par, premium and discount. Further topic we have to see the book building method. Remember student, these two methods which we have studying now, that is fixed price method. What is fixed price method? Under which we have to issue a share at par, premium and discount. And what is book building method? These two concept is a new concept. Earlier this topic was not there in your SP textbook. Now they are introduced this topic. So this is very important as exam point of view. So remember what is, now see what is book building method. Under this method, company has to show the number of shares as well as the prices at which share will be sold by the which process? Bidding process. Bidding means बोली लगाना, जो हम लोग इस बोली लगाते हैं ना, that is called bidding process. The company issues a red herring prospectus. Company has to issue a prospectus and the prospectus name is red herring. And what this prospectus contains? This prospectus contains the price ranges or the price band and ask the investor to bid on it. और investors क्या करते हैं उस पर bid करते हैं. Bid करना that means बोली लगाते हैं. The lower end of the price band is called a floor price. That means the lowest price from which they start bidding is called a floor price. While the highest end, और जब peak पकड़ लेता है, जब बोली start होती है, then the highest price is called the cap price or the ceiling price. Cap price or ceiling price at which the shares were sold. The final price at which the shares are offered. फाइनल प्राइस इस पे क्या होता है, एग्री हो जाते हैं सब लोग कि हाँ बस अभी ये फ्लोर ना दिस आप लोगों ने सुना होगा 1 crore 2, 1 crore 1, 1 crore 2, 1 crore 3, right? So at that third price, the final price at which shares are offered to the investor is called cut-off price. That is called cut-off price. Now we have seen three prices. The lowest price from which the bidding start, that is called floor price. And when they start picking that catching the highest value, जब highest value हो जाती है, that is called the cap price or the ceiling price or the final price at which the shares are sold. Final price at which the shares are sold is called cut-off price. Okay? Investor can bid any number of shares. Investors any number of shares के लिए bid कर सकते हैं and willing to buy at any price within the price band. और जो price band में mention criteria है under the prospectus, they can bid on that price. Bidding kept on open for 5 days and this bidding process will be conducted for how many days? 5 days. The bid only with the application money only, and they are bidding with only what? Application money, and this amount to be submitted to the lead merchant bankers called a book runner. और ये जो application money they has to pay in the bank and that bank is called the lead merchant banker. एंड दे आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड अ बुक रनर हु एंटर द बिड इन अ बुक. अब जो अपनी बुक जिसको सोल्ड किए जाते हैं शेयर्स उस पर नंबर से देंगे, दिस पर्सन आर गेटिंग दिस मच शेयर्स एंड फॉर दिस अमाउंट. ओके, आफ्टर बिडिंग इज ओवर, जैसे बिडिंग प्रोसेस हो जाता है, कंपनी फिक्सेस द कट ऑफ प्राइस बेस्ड ऑन द हाईएस्ट टू द बेस्ट प्राइस एट विच द शेयर्स आर ऑफर टू बी सेल. और कंपनी विल इशू द शेयर एट अ कट ऑफ प्राइस और द हाईएस्ट प्राइस विच इज बेस्ट फॉर द issuing the company share. Company are issue the prospectus contain the final price, as well as book building method is used for the public issues, that is IPO and FPO. और ये जो बिग बुक बिल्डिंग मेथड है ये कौन इशू करते हैं पब्लिक इशू में? IPO एंड FPO. व्हाट इज IPO एंड FPO? सी we have to see what is IPO and FPO. So under IPO means initial public officer. What is initial public officer role in the bidding process? So refers to process of the offering shares. IPO officer, that is IPO officer or the offer shares issuing public at the first time, and company has an existing company which has raised the capital earlier from the promoter or the other investors. What is the role of promoter in the company? Guarantee that he will sell all the shares to the general public. ठीक है, so IPO, that is initial public offer. A company is not listed company, is not a listed company, it shall be privately held, but after IPO the company became the listed company. जब before IPO यानी जिसके जो कंपनी के पास IPO नहीं होता, इनिशियल प्रोसेस राइट नहीं होता है, the company is called not listed. When they get the right or the IPO initial offer, so it's called the listed company. They can bought or sell the share by investors in the open market. So a company can make IPO through the fixed price issue और book building method. दोनों भी तरीके से कंपनी क्या कर सकती है, अपना शेयर इशू कर सकती है. Now what is FPO? Now what is FPO? When company issues a shares to the public after an IPO process के बाद, अपनी public offer के बाद, thus company every issue of shares are listed company after its IPO is called FPO, leads to increase the subscribed capital of the company. That means IPO के थ्रू नहीं कंपनी शेयर कलेक्ट कर पा रही है, so they will have the further option फर्दर पब्लिक ऑफर और फॉलो ऑन पब्लिक ऑफर. तो IPO ने जो वर्क किया है उसके बाद जो काम होता है वो कौन करता है? FPO, that is further offer public offer. Understood? I hope you understood the first topic, public offer. Now we will move on second topic, that offering a shares to the existing shareholder. We will move on the next topic, that is B1, offering shares to equity shareholders. Now what is this concept? Actually in this concept what happened, company are offering shares to the existing equity shareholder. That means जो ऑलरेडी हमारे शेयर होल्डर्स है कंपनी के, उनको कंपनी क्या करती है, ऑफ़र करती है कि, और कंपनी क्या करती है अपने फंड को रेस करने के लिए उनको पहला ऑफर उन्हीं को करती है बाय इशूइंग द राइट इशू एज वेल एज द बोनस इशू. नाउ in that what happened, right issues are given to the equity shareholders as well as the bonus shareholders, and bonus is given to existing equity shareholder. So what are the procedure of right issue and what are the procedure of bonus issue, we will see in this video. Clear everyone? Very first we are going to see the right issue. Now what is right issue? When company wants to raise further capital, it can be issues share to its existing equity shareholders in proportion to their existing shareholding. Such an issue of share is called right issue of share. Now see, when company wants to raise a fund, यानी कंपनी जब अपना क्या कर रही है, फंड्स रेज करना चाहती है, तो वो क्या करती है, शेयर इशू करती है. किसको? एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स को, जो यानी जो ऑलरेडी क्या है उनके शेयर होल्डर्स है, उन्हीं को क्या करना चाह रही है, वो शेयर इशू करती है इन प्रपोर्शन टू देयर एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डिंग. और ये देखते हुए कि उन्होंने अभी तक कितने शेयर्स परचेज किए और उनके क्या प्रपोर्शन है. इफ़ दे आर हैविंग द 5 शेयर, सो in that 5 shares, if a person having a 5 share, so company will issue a 2 shares for as a right issue to that existing shareholder. Then after seeing the proportion of existing shareholding, that is, this process is called right issue of share. Clear everyone? Whenever a company makes a further issue of shares, whenever a company makes a further issue of shares to the existing shareholder, that is preemptive right to subscribe the new shares offered by the company. What is preemptive rights? Preemptive right means first option to buy. Any company will give the first option to the existing shareholder to buy the share of the company and raise the funds of the company, and then after company will give the further right to the private placement and then offers to the general public. See here in this slide, when a company raise a fund from its existing shareholders by selling or them issue a new share or debenture is called a right issue. The offer or document for the right issue is called a letter of offer. Now we will see the provision how the right issue process will be done by the company, and the process of the right issue will be seen in the next video. See the provisions of right issue. In that, company making right issue has to fulfill the following provision. That means there is a procedure how the company are doing the right issue procedure. In that, we have 5 points. Number 1, see provision of right issue. Number 1, right shares are sold to existing shareholder at a price whichever is lesser than its market price. मतलब कि कंपनी क्या कर रही है, अपने शेयर सोल्ड कर रही है कौन सी प्राइस पे, लेस प्राइस पे, यानी मार्केट प्राइस से जो प्राइस कम होते जा रही है। कंपनी क्या करती है, एक एडवांटेज होता है एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर के पास, दे आर गेटिंग द शेयर विद द लेस प्राइस ऑफ मार्केट। ओके, मतलब मार्केट प्राइस से थोड़े कम प्राइस में उनको क्या मिलती है, शेयर्स मिलती है। पहला ऑफर यही है। राइट इशूज आर मतलब दैट मीन्स कंपनी सोल्ड द शेयर to existing shareholder at a price which is lesser than the market price, Second point, company has sent the letter of offer. कंपनी क्या कर रही है, लेटर ऑफ ऑफर क्या कर रही है, सेंड कर रही है किसको, एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर को एट अ टाइम ऑफ इशूइंग राइट इशू। दैट मीन्स कंपनी की एक फॉर्मेलिटी होती है कि अगर कंपनी कोई शेयर होल्डर को अपना शेयर सोल्ड करना चाह रही है तो कंपनी हैज़ टू इशू अ लेटर ऑफ ऑफर। क्या इशू करना चाह रही है, लेटर ऑफ ऑफर। अब इस लेटर ऑफ ऑफर में क्या होता है, इसमें इंटेंशन होता है कि कंपनी आर रेडी टू सेल द शेयर्स टू द एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर, एंड इफ द एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स आर एग्रीड to purchase the share, then he accept the letter and reply within the 30 or 60 days of the prior given time. Okay, clear everyone what is letter of offer and what is mentioned in the letter of offer? See, number 1, how many number of shares are offered, यानी कितने number of shares आपको ऑफर किए गए हैं, and the period of offer यानी कितने दिन के लिए आपकी ऑफर है। The period of offer, that is offer is valid for the period not less than 15 days and not exceeding 30 days. 30 days के ज़्यादा आपको नहीं ऑफर दिया जाता है। विदिन दैट मीन्स शेयर होल्डर हैज़ टू रिप्लाइड विद इन द 15 days और 30 days ऑफ द प्रायर लिमिट। क्लियर एवरीवन? क्या होता है, सबसे पहले कंपनी क्या कर रही है, शेयर इशू सोल्ड करना चाहती है कौन सी प्राइस पे, लेसर देन दी मार्केट प्राइस, सेकेंड स्टेप क्या है, कंपनी क्या इशू करती है, लेटर ऑफ ऑफर। अब उस लेटर ऑफ ऑफर में क्या लिखा होता है, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स सोल्ड एज वेल एज पीरियड ऑफ ऑफर के पीरियड इज वैलिड फॉर हाउ मेनी डेज, 15 days और 30 days, and the right of re-announce. अगर right of re-announce, the shareholder have the right to give up the shares in the favor of any other person. If a shareholder क्या करना चाहे, अब जो कंपनी ने जिस शेयर होल्डर को लेटर ऑफ ऑफर भेजा है, लेकिन वो क्या कर रहा है कि वो खुद नहीं परचेस कर रहा है, लेकिन उसके पास कोई एक ऐसा पर्सन है जो परचेस कर सकता है शेयर, तो वो क्या करता है, अपने शेयर्स को किसी और पर्सन को भी क्या कर सकता है, सोल्ड कर सकता है। दैट इज the right to re-announce. Clear everyone what is mentioned in the letter of offer? Now the fourth point is the letter of offer can be sent by registered post, speed post or courier through the electronic mode. That if a shareholder agreed to purchase or agreed to accept the letter of offer, अगर शेयर होल्डर अपना लेटर ऑफ ऑफर क्या करना चाह रहा है, एक्सेप्ट करना चाह रहा है, सो ही और शी हैज़ टू रिप्लाई द कंपनी और सेंड द लेटर बाय द रजिस्टर्ड पोस्ट, स्पीड पोस्ट और थ्रू द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मोड। कंपनी को भी क्या करना है, जब लेटर ऑफ ऑफर सेंड करेगी तो रजिस्टर पोस्ट से करेगी, स्पीड पोस्ट से करेगी, या तो कुरियर से करेगी, या तो फिर ईमेल के थ्रू या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मोड के थ्रू करेगी। ठीक है। नाउ द नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इज इफ शेयर होल्डर डज नॉट रिस्पॉन्ड द राइट इशू। अगर शेयर होल्डर ने रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं किया, अगर शेयर होल्डर ने राइट इशू का रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं किया विद इन द ऑफर पीरियड स्टिपुलेटेड टाइम, व्हाट इज स्टिपुलेटेड मतलब स्पेसिफाइड टाइम, देन इट्स सेड टू बी अ इम्प्लाइड मतलब कि जो भी ट्रूथ है, इम्प्लाई दैट ही इज़ नॉट इंटरेस्टेड टू ऑफर ऑफ कंपनी एंड अनसोल्ड द शेयर टू द न्यू इन्वेस्टर। तो कंपनी क्या करती है, वो शेयर्स अपने किसको बेच देती है, नए इन्वेस्टर्स को बेच देती है। एंड द लास्ट, द कंपनी हैज़ टू ऑब्टेन मिनिमम सब्सक्रिप्शन दैट इज़ 90% ऑफ इश्यू। और राइट इशू से कंपनी अपना कितना सब्सक्रिप्शन कलेक्ट कर लेती है, 90%। उनका इंटेंशन ये होता है कि वी विल कलेक्ट 90% ऑफ कैपिटल फ्रॉम द एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर, नॉट टू इन्वेस्ट इन द न्यू इन्वेस्टर्स। क्लियर एवरीवन, व्हाट इज द प्रोसीजर ऑफ right issue? I hope you will clear the concept of right issue. Again, if you are having any doubt related to right issue, so you can contact me, you can call me anytime. Okay dear. Next concept under the offering shares to existing equity share, that is bonus issue. Bonus shares are fully paid up shares issued free of cost to equity shareholder in proportion to their shareholding. Bonus is a gift, or we can say it's a reward to the existing shareholder, and it is free of cost. It is issued at a free of cost to existing shareholders in proportion of their shareholdings. Usually, financially sound companies are issues a bonus issue out of accumulated and undistributed profits and reserves. कौन इशू करता है ये? प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनीज और फाइनेंशियली साउंड कंपनी, जिनका प्रॉफिट मार्केट में ज़्यादा होते जाता है। कंटिन्यूस कंपनी क्या कर रही है, प्रॉफिट अर्न कर रही है। सो दे हैव लॉट्स ऑफ एक्यूमुलेटेड प्रॉफिट और अनडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड प्रॉफिट। सो out of that reserve company, what will do, company will issue the bonus issue of rewarding their existing shareholder by the terms of issuing bonus share. Okay. Now, what are the provisions for the bonus issue? In that, very first is, company can issue the bonus share only out of free reserve, security premium account or capital redemption reserve. Out of these, company are issuing the bonus issue. And company cannot issue bonus share only out of reserve created by the revaluation of assets and liability. तो जो रिजर्व्स रिवैल्यूएशन ऑफ असेट्स और लाइबिलिटी से बनते हैं, उनमें से कंपनी कभी भी बोनस इशू नहीं करती है। कंपनी बोनस इशू कहाँ से इशू करती है? फ्री रिजर्व्स में से, सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम में से और कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व में से। अब सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम यानी जब शेयर्स क्या होते हैं, सोल्ड होते हैं प्रीमियम पे, तो जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट आती है वो प्रीमियम में हो जाता है। एंड व्हाट इज़ कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व? एक अकाउंट होता है जिसमें क्या करते हैं, कंपनी ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं अपना प्रॉफिट, तो वो अपना एक पार्ट ऑफ प्रॉफिट क्या करते हैं, ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व में। वही हमारा क्या होता है, यूज़ होता है किसके लिए? बोनस इशू के लिए। क्लियर एवरीवन, दोनों टॉपिक समझ में आ गया। पहला है कंपनी विल इशू द बोनस इशू आउट ऑफ फ्री रिजर्व, सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम और कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व। दूसरा पॉइंट है कंपनी कैन नॉट इशू बोनस इशू ओनली आउट ऑफ रिजर्व क्रिएटेड बाय द रिवैल्यूएशन ऑफ असेट्स एंड लाइबिलिटीज। नेक्स्ट, it cannot issue bonus shares instead of paying dividend, यानी कंपनी cannot issue bonus share instead of paying dividend। ऐसा नहीं होगा कि डिविडेंड को माफ़ कर दो और बोनस इशू कर दो। कंपनी हैज़ टू पे डिविडेंड एज वेल एज इशू द बोनस इशू व्हेन द कंपनी हैज़ अ एक्स्ट्रा फाइनेंस। ओके, नेक्स्ट, अनाउंसमेंट ऑफ once the announcement for the bonus share is made, if the announcement of bonus share is made by the board of director, it cannot be withdrawn, तो वो उसको withdrawn नहीं कर सकते हैं। if the announcement is done by the board of director in the meeting that we will issue the bonus to the existing shareholders, so anyhow they have to give to equity shareholders। bonus are fully paid off shares। bonus कैसे होते हैं? fully paid off, because it is a reward and it is not for the any cost, it is free of charge। okay, and next, शेयर होल्डर्स कैन नॉट री अनाउंस, शेयर होल्डर्स उसको री अनाउंस नहीं कर सकते हैं टू एनी अदर पर्सन। देर इज़ नो मिनिमम सब्सक्रिप्शन टू बी कलेक्टेड, यहाँ पे कोई मिनिमम सब्सक्रिप्शन कलेक्ट नहीं होता है। क्यों नहीं कलेक्ट होता है? क्योंकि ये क्या है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट अवेलेबल होता है। क्लियर एवरीवन, देर वी हैव सीन टू टॉपिक, दैट इज issuing to public officer and next is existing shareholder. Two more topics are remaining, that is issue of shares to the existing employees and private placement. We will see these two topics in the further video. Okay, clear? Now these are the two concepts which we have studied here, is offering a issue to the public officer under the fixed price book building method as well as IPO and FPO, and offering offering existing equity shareholders. In that we have seen right issue. What is right issue? Provision for right issue. Bonus issue. What is bonus issue and what are the provisions for the bonus issue? I hope you understood this chapter or this concept. If you having any doubt, again I'm telling, you can come, you can call me anytime. I will clear it out. Please, but do study. This is now your time is very less and you have to complete 6 subjects within a 7 to 8 months. Clear, students? Come on, start studying and pray for the good health. Stay blessed. Thank you.